Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Author You're Reading, and today we're going to be discussing plotters versus pantsers and what they mean. Alright, so today is a quick little video for you, just a simple example of what a plotter is versus what a pantser is, and what I am, because there are some in-betweens, some fun things to experience, so we're gonna just dive into it. So the first one is a plotter, and a plotter sounds exactly like what it is. It's where you sit down, you plan out the key moments and scenes and conversations you want your characters to have every step of the book, or almost every step of the book. You plan out character arcs and generalized arcs and where you want the story to go by the end. And you have it all planned out from beginning to end, usually, and it's in-depth plotted in the world, the characters, in the story. So that's kind of what a plotter is. They spend a lot of time on that, and then they can draft. Drafting can take a little bit longer due to this process. The second is a pantser, and this is a little fly by the seat of your pants when it comes to writing. Now, a lot of pantsers can outline or just start with a simple character, and I would say that I lean more towards what this is. I wouldn't say that I'm exactly a pantser, but I'll go more into that in a minute. But a pantser is someone who just takes a thought, a simple idea or a character or a setting, and they run with it. They just write what their heart desires. They don't plan, outline, characters, story, world, nothing for the most part. They just go into it and just write. And this is kind of where I fall rather than a plotter, but I'm gonna go into what the in-betweens can be. So while I am more of a pantser, I do outline slightly. And especially with longer series and stuff like that, it becomes more important to outline. Or if you're doing a project with another person, another author, it can take a lot of work for you both to pants, and you'd have to review the work before continuing on, and it could go in a very weird direction. But with pantsing, you can outline. It makes you more of a plantser. You plan and then you just write. I like to outline. I like to lightly outline unless it's part of a series and then I need to outline a little bit heavier, not specifically diving into the plot like a plotter would, where they'd find specific situations, they'd plan out specific conversations that characters might have or things in the world that need to happen. I like to plan key events so I know where my characters need to go for the story, and then I just sit down and I write and I draft as quickly as I can, and this brings the real joy of writing to me. And for me, pantsers are this amazing thing where you get to experience it like a reader would. And not saying that plotters can't experience it, they just experience it in a different way. Plotters experience it when they're plotting out their world and their characters and they're experiencing it for the first time. Pantsers, when they're sitting down at their computer and they're typing away, that's when they experience it. So, like, they're experiencing the story just as a reader would, because it's coming to them as they write, which means it's coming to them like a reader would experience it as they read. So that's one of the reasons I love being a pantser. And it can cause problems. There are harder things with both of them, and you just have to learn to work with them. But plotters are more heavily into the world, the characters, the story before they start, and pantsers usually have to re-outline once they're done drafting just to make everything make sense in case they added something later on that they didn't include in the beginning. And that's kind of the difference between the two. Let me know down below what you are. Are you a plotter or a pantser, or are you both? Are you kind of somewhere in between? I'm really curious. I want to chat about it. And please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss a video. I upload every Wednesday, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!